Working in Photoshop, working with the layers panel, love that, gives you control, non-destructive editing, layer by layer by layer, thousands of layers that you can have. The job can get complicated very easily. I want you to think 40, 50, 60 layers. You're scrolling up and down constantly trying to find what you need. Now let's look at what we have. We do have 3 layers, red, green, and blue. Let's move these apart because I want to talk about stacking first. Grab this guy right here and pull him down. Let's use our shortcut. Hold down the Command key, Control in Windows, Command on a Mac, and click to select the green one. Let's move that one down so it interacts with this one. Stacking order. Command or Control again. Select the blue one and bring it down just like that. So we have all 3, but we can now see that there is a stacking order. The stacking order is representative of what's going on in the order that they are in the layers panel. The one on top is going to be on top of everything. Red is on top of green, is on top of blue. Pretty obvious. But I want to change the stacking order. I can do it a couple of ways. I can come over here and drag one of these and put it into a different position, which changes the order. Bring that back down again. But there's a much easier way to do it. I want to change the stacking order of the green one. So I hold down the Command key on a Mac, Control in Windows, and I click, and I've got it. Now, hold down the Command Control key again, and use the left and right bracket keys and watch. Using the left and right bracket keys, I can change its position. I don't have to go over there and drag it. So when you're working inside of Photoshop, the Layers panel is a 3-dimensional representation of what we're seeing stacking order-wise in the document. Let's go back to the idea that we have a whole bunch of layers, all kinds of things going on, right? And what we want to do basically is figure out a way to economize in the Layers panel. I'm talking groups. You have a button right down here that allows you to create a group. Now, if I click that button, it will put the group above the last thing I had selected, which was green, and that's fine. Think about what you've got in your document, especially if it's really complicated. And think, for example, typed documents, layers that have text in them. Layers maybe like this that have colored rectangles in them, and put them into the group to save you vertical space. Now, one way to do that is to grab this guy and drag it into group. Wait till it lights up like that. Do green and do blue. If you're working with multiple groups, you have 2 stacking orders. You have a stacking order inside the group, blue, green, red for us right now, and you also have a stacking order with different groups and how they're arranged in the Layers panel. Now that is one way to create this. If I come here and collapse it, that's kind of nice. Save space. I want it open again to work. All I got to do is click there. If I right-click over here, one of my options is to ungroup them. Now we're back to square one. An easier way is to first select the ones that you want. I'm selecting blue, green, and red. I'm going to right-click my mouse, and one of my options is Group from Layers. That makes it a whole lot easier. Give it a name right here. We don't need to worry about this right now. Click OK. There you go. Now, where you click depends on what you're going to get. If I click over here, I get options like Ungroup Layers. But if I click on the icon for the group, I get different stuff. One of the things I like is to color code them. Maybe red means something very special to you, and you can color code it that way. But you also have a couple of other advantages with groups. Number one, you're controlling all those items with a single click, including things like blending modes or even opacity. Stacking order determines what we see. Grouping gives us control in the Layers palette and reduces the confusion and allows us to apply an effect to multiple items at the same time. It's all about control. Let's go ahead and move on.